The 101 is finally engine swapped. Technics has been working around the clock and she is now a petrol on the key as well. So Technics try to start it up for us. I forgot about this van for too long. I'm going to change the bumpers, do a few different things, and I will be daily in this car.
This car?
It is no exhaust as well, so it is loud.
Sick. Yeah, let's do it.
It is loud, but obviously we're doing the ABS. The ABS is the final like piece of the puzzle, and then obviously it's going for exhaust, mocking up, stuff like that. Then send it for mapping. Back on the road she goes.
JD have actually booked this for a photo shoot in 10 days, so I need this van ready. Say less.
If they like loud vans, it's all for them, innit?
They wanted the 101. And this is the original 101, you know, as nice as the V2 is, it's not this, is it?
Oh, this is the face of the company. Yeah. This is the Mona Lisa.
I was toying with selling this van, but I can never sell it. It's never, ever sell it. So she's going to come back, change the bumpers up, give it a bit of a facelift, give it some Botox. Do you know what I don't like as well? PPF, bro, because look at that, it looks like the paint's awful and it's not. Can you see that? I'm just going to take all the PPF off.
You've got your own body shop, mate.
Agreed, yeah, I'll just spray it. Well, I was out anal because this van, we flow coated this van. So we painted the van, DA'd all the lacquer back and then lacquered it again. I just didn't want stone chips, but it is what it is.
You didn't do enough miles to get stone chips. It's about 30 mile in about 5 years, man.
And that PPF is coming straight off because we're changing the bumpers.
But that sounds awful, so it does need an exhaust.
And we also need to think about what rear bumper we're going to put on. Because that bumper...
Yeah, that was the first one.
Yeah. This was one of the first hybrids we made a very long time ago. And again, open and honest, see here where it doesn't just fit nice and snug. But this was a learning curve, this van. How long this van been built? 4 years?
Well, it was an ongoing thing for 4 years. It's probably been in its finished form for 18 months.
Yeah. But these bumpers were 2-3 years ago. And as you know, we're always trying to be better and do better. So we're changing things.
We're giving it some massaging.
Correct. I need to figure out what bumper I'm going to put on it as well before we go for the exhaust, really, don't we? I'm not really sure if I'm into the 4 though. I think it can look a bit busy sometimes. Have you got a bumper in mind?
Yeah. It's like an R32 rear bumper on it, only available at TMG Vans.
There you go, guys, you heard that. Exclusive to TMG. Just like everything else on the Caddy stuff.
The only R32s to do is behind you, and that's scrap as well.
Yeah, they are big scrappers then.
All the people be crying in comments. It is what it is. But yeah, so we want to get the 101 out of the way, and then obviously we'll start doing other projects because everything's been put on hold. And everything's been a bit everywhere, so that's why it's took so long. But unfortunately, customers take priority. We can't just do our own.
Pay the bills, don't they, Paula? I just work here. You just work here. If anyone's wondering who this is, that's actually B-Love's uncle. Yeah. So we put the picture of him on the wall.
And he owns Miami Crispy as well.
Yeah.
Don't tell everyone.
B-Love, what do you think? What, mate?
Oh, my uncle over there.
Yeah.
Nice for you to put him on the wall, isn't it? Sure.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Just to make you
obviously, unfortunately, his uncle did pass away. So
a lot more comfortable moving in and stuff, on it. So.
Carry on speaking.
What?
He said, what did you say? Makes you feel a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, he's watching over you at work.
Yeah. Every time you look at him, you can say, Alhamdulillah. Say it.
No.
Oh, he's cracked the screen. B-Love.
B-Love, why have you cracked the screen, mate?
You said that, not me. But yeah, if you see the floor, Lewis, B-Love does like a swamp.
Yeah, he does.
It's never been so slicky, this floor.
Agreed. Hey, I've agreed since he started.
Like a fucking ice rink, mate.
You a crazy boy.
Can't get a good mechanic and a clean mechanic, can you?
True that.
That's why we give you that soap before.
Yeah, I know, I'm happy with that.
Get home there. Yeah, so he tells us that absorbent granules are full of metal filings and that they're worth weighing in.
Oh my God, have you actually said that?
He did, he had a box on the side for ages.
So they've got a bit of metal in them somewhere.
Wow, he's actually telling the truth.
Yeah.
Well, they were sticking to my torch and pulling them and they got metal in.
Right, is that your magnetic torch there?
Yeah.
Oh, look, yeah. Are you sure that's not all the shit on him?
So he's going to weigh.
Where's granules?
Fucking, I don't know. Yeah. B-Love goes through a bag a week.
Right, so let's debunk the theory.
Basically, B-Love wants to be at home with Uncle back in the desert, and that's why we bought him that.
Oh, get a fresh magnet, you know.
So yeah, B-Love does weigh him in. If anyone knows where to weigh him in, shout him out.
So if your granules go missing,
How did you pick that up, mate?
He got him stuck to something and then he realised.
To be fair though, his magnet doesn't even work. Is that because that's not, is that, should it stick to that?
Go on, B-Love.
oh, he's got a fresh magnet out.
Oh, Paulie, what's that, Ali?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, B-Love's not just a pretty face, he's a scientist as well behind the scenes. And you can catch him at Miami Crispy, that's his spot.
for that TikTok.
Look, he's active. Why don't you do your hair for work, mate?
Well, just for the TikTok thing, you know?
Yeah, man.
He looks a bit Amish, doesn't he? Couldn't you picture him on an arse and cat?
I could, yeah.
Like a straw hat on or something.
Yeah.
Right, so lesson of talk. That's the 101. We'll keep you updated with the progress. The next step after TMG Technics finished is to get it into the paint shop, go over it. I'll show you guys what we're going to do.
JD are doing that, it's probably going to be exhaust, bumpers, and then when it comes back, because I don't think we've physically got the time to accommodate paint in the van.
We've got 24 hours in a day, sir.
Yeah, but there's only me that works them 24 hours in a day.
Yeah, but in the
Sure.
body shop there's 7, so don't worry, I got you.
I don't worry.
Going home early recently. What's he
Yeah,
talking
agreed.
about?
Me? That's because I'm efficient, mate, not like
Home
you.
at like 5:30.
That's because you start at fucking 12:30.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
Bad guys, then try and get me to come and help.
So anyone on tmgvans.shop who's messaged tmgvans.shop, you'll always get a reply past 10:30 because that's when Lewis wakes up.
It's not. You know what? The only thing that's not magnetic like them granules is your beds, because you're magnetised to it, mate. Can't get out of it. It's either that magnetised or sticky, one of the two.
Sticky.
Yeah, I thought so.
syndrome.
Yeah, little update on the 101, which is there. Come with me. So, we did just pre-record all this, and TMG Technics, because he's that weird with wires, he forgot to press record. Different bumper, as I did say, this van will be getting a facelift, so we have opted for 8.5 hybrid. I'm not going to touch it this time. As you see, this is the same bumper as what's on the RS3 Caddy. I personally think it's probably one of the best looking bumpers that we do to date. Then we've got new Alltrack side skirts. They're going on. Again, these are one-piece plastic. They're made for TMG by TMG. But the best sort of standout feature about the 8.5 bumpers is we have this little area here. So this is usually where the radar sits on the Golf. But what we do is we put an aluminium plate in, seal it all in, and that now becomes a little plaque where we can put our logo, TMG, paint it in, etc, etc. Are you getting ready to lay some glass, sir? These, bro, they need to be, like always, like wet like an otter's pocket. Yeah? Job done. Let's go. Let us know when it's all lacquered, mate. Are you going to text me saying lacquered, mate? Right, we'll get that on the. We'll get that as well on the film. So yeah, that is that. Something else I've also bought after waiting for 6 months from Volkswagen is the Alltrack door inserts. So these go on the side, they do look really good. We're going to get them painted, I'll fit them and show you what it looked like. Here's a hybrid grilling process. This is a new light one. The one-piece ones that we did, which were printed, weren't really the best. So we're reverting back to the normal way, which is fillet, a lot of labour, but it is cool because we can incorporate the light bar. So it'll look really, really nice. That's for that van over there. So I'm just going to wait for Aaron to finish painting the van, and the 101 will be coming back very soon.
Oh, no one knows how it sounds anymore. It's got an exhaust, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got 2 exhausts now. Remember that guy that left a comment? PS, the 101 has got fake exhaust. Yeah, not anymore, mate. Not anymore. We've had a little paint evening at TMG. Further updates on the 101. So the rear bumper on that van was probably done 3 years ago, 4 years ago. In them stages, we was early to doing hybrids, everything was trial and error. I'd like to think that now we've perfected them, would you agree?
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot better.
I'm sure all you guys that follow now know that this is Adam, he's the body shop manager, controller / Big A in the building. This is the man with the TMG tattoo. I will get that out in a minute as well, just in case you guys think it was a transferable.
Yeah, it's still there.
But what I'm really excited to be telling you guys about is the 1 of 1, which is the first Mark IV in the world of a pan roof, which sort of broke the scene 3 years ago. It seems to have done it again, because we've had on that post now 10,400 shares. So that's someone going like that to the friend, which is really, really good. Appreciate all the support. TikTok as well. I think TikTok's gone a bit mad actually. 1.5 million views, 27,000 shares. So to everybody who's sharing and stuff, it's mad, isn't it?
Likes.
I really do appreciate that. 83,000.
That's 83. That's a whole of Old Trafford plus a little bit more.
Wow.
Click like on TikTok.
And we'll say, I hope that they're all Red fans. Are you blue or red?
Nah, red all day long.
Yeah,
Like Old Trafford.
yeah, I don't like football, never have done. Give me a fast car, I'll jockey it. But anyway, the really exciting thing is this is the world's first again on a world's first van. Bearing in mind it was a first Mark IV in the world of a pan roof, is an Audi RSQ3 bumper. So it's still very in line with the OEM mark, which is the Volkswagen Audi group. They're generally all the same things. But this is a traditional plastic welded hybrid. So the weld line is here, then obviously you make it up with a tight skimmer filler. You can see Adam's just finished blocking it off. But yeah, the next step for this is to get it into iBuild, flat it all back, get it into paint and get it on the van. We've also gone a little step further with the exhaust. Yo, Walton, where's them exhaust, mate? Cheers. So these are RSQ3 pipes from earlier. I know it fits on this side. So they're going to live there, which is absolutely lovely. As you've seen a bit earlier on in the video, the 1 of 1 has now been engine swapped, so it's very, very in keeping with the look and the drive of the van. Because when it was a diesel, wasn't really doing anything, was it? But yeah, so that's that. Big A's going to crack on finishing that off. We're going to make a few other little changes to the van while it's in, and yeah, be very, very nice.
You know what would be really cool?
What?
If you got like a standard Caddy bumper and put it next to it. Have you got any like floating about?
Should have. Yeah, bottom shelf there. Grab that, Big A.
It's like you can really see how like deep it is.
Yeah. And what I'm going to do is just to show everybody at home what a hybrid bumper is and the differences, etc. All we've got is hybrid bumpers here. Oh, Finn, just run to the racking, mate, and get us a Caddy rear bumper.
Be good for a TikTok, man.
Yeah, agreed, we'll do that. Assalamu alaikum.
How's you doing, man? You okay?
Yeah, do you want to come on the film? This is T from Manchester Tints, Birmingham. So what I've done is I've just had Young'un there, Finley, go and grab a standard Mark IV bumper as a comparison, because it's all well and good looking at that. But would you ever think that would be possible? So this was an Audi RSQ3 bumper, which we've cut and welded down that line. So stock, Volkswagen, TMG version. I'll leave it up to you guys in the comments to let me know who you think's doing it better, TMG or VW. We are heavily inspired by VW.
Hey, look at the size.
Look, I can even hide behind it.
Yeah.
So yeah, stock versus TMG. So you've seen all the engine swap, the bumpers, etc, etc of the 1 of 1. The 1 of 1 has never really, let me start with sort of the history of the 1 of 1. So this van we purchased nearly 4 years ago, put a pan roof in it, nearly 4 years ago. It was the first Mark IV in the world with a pan roof. I've seen others put glass roofs in Caddies. They're more to the back, pieces of glass, little pop-up sunroofs, etc. This is a full panoramic, I can never say that word, sliding pan roof. Obviously with TMG, I always like to be a little bit different. So this van was always built to be my own personal van and more of a statement to show others what we could do. Like I say, it's been built nearly 4 years, never really seen it, never really been involved with the socials. There's just a few pictures of it here and there. But from my own opinion, obviously I'm going to be biased, but I believe that this is the best looking Caddy in the UK, if not the world. Every aspect that you look at this van, it's got so much to give. It looks nice, everything's very well thought of. And I'll come back onto that. So this was my own personal van, is my own personal van, and more of a statement to show others what we can do. So if you want a van building, you'll come down, we'll take a look at that. Where do you want to go? Like the world's your oyster. The sky is your limit with this van. So what I'm going to do now is get a little bit up close and personal, show you guys what we've done, how we've done it, the method behind it, and obviously just show you what I believe is the perfect caddy. We've updated the bumpers from the last time it was seen. So the front now has an 8.5 GTI hybrid, and the rear has an RSQ3. Again, we did the first hybrid bumper on the RS3 caddy, which I do believe that this is better than. It looks so good, we just made one for this. Only last night, we went a bit further, put the light up grille on. That is off another van, so we do need to repaint that. I'm not happy with some elements. It's obviously, again, that's been done nearly 6 months. So naturally they get stone chips, the etc, etc. So the external, mate, it's a good looking thing, that, isn't it? Even the colour. So pure grey, you can get it in many different forms and shades, etc. The story of this van is we painted it 3 years ago, and the shade was too bluey, so we painted it again, and that's the colour you see. It's just a perfect shade of pure grey. It's different. A lot of people get this confused for Nardo. It's definitely not Nardo grey, it's pure grey. Pure grey has a lot more of an undertone, and it's such a good colour from Volkswagen. 4 years ago, I was sort of debating, do I paint this blackberry? Because blackberry was my favourite colour at the time. I'm glad that I stuck with pure grey. As some people like to say, black and over primer. So to the front, the full front end is protected by PPF minus the bumper. We will be getting onto a company we work very closely with called Rosso. They have the patterns for them, so we will be getting that PPF. Front bumper, GTI 8.5 hybrid. And what this van does is has in there TMG limited edition. That is not a sticker, that is painted in. That's a grille that I actually painted myself. I don't know if you see that in the previous videos. And what we have to the front here is the hybrid grille. Again, we were the first to do these. I've seen a few people on the forums and stuff make their own, and do you know what, guys? Hats off, because they do look very nice. I'm all for people doing their own builds, etc. Kind of like what I've done with this, because believe it or not, this van has had a lot of my time. So that is the hybrid grille. Then we've added the light strips in here, again with the blue detail to match the blue in the headlights. That's painted in with the light up Volkswagen badge. Side profile, oh bloody hell, I've missed the main thing, the headlights. So that's me getting carried away, but there is so much detail in this van. Physically, it's hard to remember. So Xenons, these are genuine Volkswagen factory Xenons that we split. We sprayed the TMGR branding into it there, and then we went a step further. We painted all this black, carried on the blue. But a cool feature about this is, so they are colour changing. You can do all sorts of mad stuff. This one's quite a favourite. Let me add another colour to it. Let's go white. Do you know what I mean? It just draws your attention to it. Then if you don't want that, you just go back to this option. You can either have them blue, white, changing. It's cool. Like, it's a bit gimmicky, but like I say, it's just another spin to the van. So that's back to factory. So they are fully built headlights by TMG again. They were £2,500 and we put them in a cooker, mate. Like, we put them in a cooker.
Crazy.
In a cooker. Totally like untrialed, totally
First
like
time you'd ever done it.
Yeah, it was a bit mad.
You've got problems, mate.
We all know that. Right, so Alltrack arches. These are pretty much on every van we do now. One of them has got a slight crack there. We are due to change it. That's just because the van does sit so low. The van is on air ride, so I'll come on to the air ride now. Air ride 3P or 3H, can't remember which one. It's one of them. We've done a chassis notch as well to enable the van to sit so low, as you can see. So this is my iPhone. It's literally just in there, so she sits very low to the floor. The wheel and tyre setup, 20-inch DTMs. So these are a transporter fitment, which we've had machined to fit a caddy, because they shouldn't fit a caddy. They don't do them in the right offset, etc, etc. But if you want it, anything's possible. So they are 20 inches. Porsche, I can't remember what the calipers come off. I don't know, massive calipers. I think the Porsche 6-pot or Lamborghini, something along them lines, with the Rotiform sprayed in blue to obviously suit and match so the van flows throughout. I'm a big lover of that blue. So if you can see the blue there, it's always the finer details. Side, Alltrack arches. Now most of the vans that you see from TMG do come with these on now as standard. They don't really cost a lot of money, but they make such a massive impact. So I always like to put them on our stock vans for sale, etc. We are in the process of, via our factory in Poland, TMG Poland factory, of manufacturing these. Well, they're actually nearly done. So we've scanned the van. They're going to be a lot wider, and then obviously set out a lot more, just to give it that really OEM look. Because they're nice, but they can be better. Well, everything can be better. It's about how you proceed to go ahead. Edition 30 side mouldings. So these only come on a limited run of caddies called the Edition 30. They come with the black top and then obviously the colour-coded bottom. And again, just to sort of break that massive quarter panel up, they look so good. Very, very clean, very, very refined. Ties in perfectly with the gloss black to there, onto the Alltrack, and obviously to these details here that we've painted. Mirrors are folding, so I know that there's a lot of Volkswagen people watching this. Little small gimmicky thing, but again, saves your mirror. I really could have done with them earlier on today because I did catch the bumper, which I will show you. TMGR limited edition branding. So again, not stickers. We don't do stickers, guys, or vinyl, because that's designed to wrap. It's designed to peel. It's designed to drop its lovely shininess, whereas lacquer doesn't. All you do is simply buff it again. So that is in there. Look, that's not coming off. And this van wears that branding very proudly, because that is exactly what it deserves to be. This is the one of one. It'll never be recreated, and it was the first to do many things, and it still is. Even 3 years on, it's still very out there. It's still setting the trend. It's still breaking the records, and it's still the best looking van. To the rear, again, if you look at that arch gap, that is literally zero. We do have to run skinnier tyres on this. I'm not a fan of the stretch tyre look, but in order to get it in, this is what you have to do. Rear upgraded calipers. Right, so the back. We all know it's always about the back. So we'll talk about the back end. This van come to us as barn doors. This was our first ever tailgate conversion. The company's moved a lot in 3 to 4 years. So yes, this was a learning curve. We could have done it a little bit better. The structural integrity is still there. Just needs a little dress up with the sealer, etc, etc. But again, we live and learn. If you do want to see a tailgate conversion in process in today's standards, what I would recommend you to do is go onto my other videos and watch. I'll leave a link to the video in the comments. So rear tailgate conversion to a solid tailgate. If you have got a tailgate as well, the solids are just different. Like that back end, it just looks so pretty. Rear bumper. Now the rear bumper is where it gets very interesting. What this is here is an RSQ3 rear hybrid. So the bottom half of it is an RSQ3, and then the top half is the Caddy. The exhaust tips at the minute are obviously not functional. It is booked in next week because this is something I'll come on to in a second. We have just done a full engine swap on this van. So they're just in to make it look right for now, because it'd drive me head crazy driving that around with no exhaust tip. Rear tailgate spoiler, smoked rear lights, and she also carries, as all TMG's limited edition vans do, an aluminium plate with the build number or what the van is. So now I'm going to talk about the interior. And the interior, again, this van's specialness and uniqueness doesn't only end when you look at it outside. So you come inside. So the full cab is retrimmed in genuine Alcantara, again with the same blue stitching that matches all the external accents. We went a little step further. If you look at the boost pods, that's the same colour as the calipers and in the lights, etc. You've got little things like, excuse that, that's my son's coffee, well, cup of tea from this morning. We've got little things like the handbrake knob and also the gear surround in that blue. All of our vans, if they're a limited edition, will carry the plaque there as well. I'm a big fan of these vents. I just need to put that back in. So if you do see that on the video, that's not me. That's because it's my own van, and as you know, the little niggly things, it's always a big job to get done. It does wear the limited edition branding along with the ambient pack, which is so good. So yeah, the cockpit is an unreal place to be. This van, I don't believe there's another Caddy out. I think there's one. So shout out to Chris who actually made this happen. What this van does have is a heated steering wheel. So if you watch this, let me turn the brightness down. There you go, straight on. I'm a man of, I like my luxury cars, comfy cars, little comforts like being warm. So this does that job perfectly. I'll knock the compressor off. Every little aspect of this cabin has been thought about, remembered, looked at again. Little details here, the heated seats, blue LEDs, white LEDs here. We've got that to change because obviously it's had an engine swap, so we need to change that LED. Everything is reupholstered, so not only is it the dash, it is literally the full cab. The blue stitching ties all the way through, along to the seat belts, and influences into everything else in the vehicle. But the biggest point, which I've not said yet, is look up. So that is a full functioning, sliding pan roof. The amount of messages I've had over the years asking, what's that roof out of, mate? What's it out of? Again, Don't really like to reveal my secrets. It took us months to do research, find the right curve. And believe it or not, we've actually we had another roof, didn't fit, and we'd already cut the hole. But we got around it, sorted it out. And then I forgot, obviously, about the R seats. Again, these were put in 2.5 years ago when they were, I think I paid 1,800 quid for these seats, but now you get them for a lot less. Yeah, so all the trims are painted, even little details like taking the door handles out, which was a tedious process, painted gloss black. And then to the rear, again, I believe that this is, well, it is the first because I've never seen one done. That is the rear bench and setup out of the Golf R in which this interior come from. So a lot of the time, what a lot of people do is just simply throw away the rear seats because they're no use, but we've utilised them, made them look as close to factory as possible, and that's what it does very well. That door card is off. We've been playing about with the wiring, that's where all the air ride is. Again, another little niggle to finish. I'll probably watch this video back and go bam, 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 bam. So that is a walk around the TMG 1/1 Caddy, which I believe is just the prettiest thing in the world, really. One additional point I want to make, so this paintwork, I don't know if the camera will capture this, but if you look at that quarter panel, this van has been flow coated. So we painted the full van, left it, baked it, let it dry, sanded it down again, lacquered it again, and that's how you get that really, really good depth. It's very, very tedious, air pulling out, but it gets there. Like, you get the answers that you want.
It looks like water.
Yeah, it looks wet all the time, and that's what it's supposed to be like. And that's not been polished at for probably 2 years. So the lacquer's doing its job and making it look as shiny as it does. So what this van is pretty much heritage of TMG. Would I ever sell it? Probably not. If I was to sell it, what would you want? I'd want upwards of 100 grand, but that's if I ever was to sell it. Probably never will. You can't really sell something that a company's been built upon. It's sort of with a heritage, do you know what I mean?
It's like the Queen selling the crown jewels.
Correct, correct. And I know that this van's broke the internet many a times. When we first released it 2 years ago, when it was done, it attracted something like 8 million views in 30 days to us. This time it's done it again, and that's why I thought, you know what, it does really deserve a feature. I'm a lot more involved in social media now, and what a cracking thing to show you, really.
It's a statement for the company. Basically, everything that you can do to a van has been done to it. So you want to show someone something, like, oh yeah, I want a rear seat conversion. All right, that van's got it.
Yeah, go and have a look at that.
I want a hybrid grille with lights in it. All right, that van's got it. I want an engine swap. All right, that van's got it.
And that is always what this van was designed to do and to be, was just to sort of live in your mind, because it's so sick. It's just meant to cause absolute mayhem, and that's what it does every day, all day. I'll be driving it down the road, people be like, wow. Well, to be fair, they know who I am now because of you, getting me on TikTok doing my videos. But but yeah, it's an icon in its own right. It's sort of the company. Is it pinnacle, you say?
Oh yeah, say it's the pinnacle of Caddy modifications.
Yeah.
Like, there's not one out there more modified, I'd go as far to say. Would you say that?
And doing the engine swap now as well, that's fully completed it. So this van, it looked the part, but it didn't move the part. It was a 2-litre DSG. So now she is 400 brake. It's going to Alltrack in a few weeks. So I'm not sure if you guys, proper Volkswagen guys, will know who Alltrack is. It is going to Alltrack, which we're aiming for 420, something around there. So she's running a full S3 engine, front wheel drive. We might make it rear wheel drive at some point, but this is what's going to withhold us, because I'm a big fan of this box. For some reason, there's some lock on. So yeah, the only reason why I've decided against the 4-wheel drive for now is because I'm going to lose this beautiful boot build. That's all the air ride. That's an impressive thing in itself. If you look at it, you just go, bloody hell. Like, it's very, very nice. Little things like that drive me crazy. But yeah, she most definitely is. I think the van of dreams, let's say. That's what it was designed to do. That's what it was built for. And it still does that 3 years on. And if you do like that Caddy, what you could do is win this Caddy for £1.97. If you visit tmgcompetitions.co.uk, this has the potential, and it is nearly there, to be honest with you, minus a few hybrids, and, well, I say that, to be like that. Let's see that on the screen now, focus back on that. Like, it's like a weapon, isn't it? Such a beautiful thing, that. When I look at that van, it sort of warms me up a little bit, because I know the sweat, the dedication, the graft, the money, and every little inch of what's gone into that van. And when I see it sat there, looking so nice, makes me feel proud. Mate, when you're walking off, do you know when you have that feeling and you look back at your van, that is that. But anyway, more onto this. So this is a 17 actually, on a 66. 66,000 miles, combi, DSG, 150. It is live now on tmgcompetitions.co.uk. You can win this van for £1.97. We've already given away another Caddy Highline Blackberry. If ourselves were to retail this van, we'd be asking around 25 grand for it. Low miles, all the correct spec, Rotiforms, Alltrack arches. The interior is really nice as well. Don't know if it's going to be clean because of Lewis. It's his daily at the minute, but
that's full of holes as well. No, it's definitely nice. I'm glad to be driving around in it.
That's a nice thing for you. You always get to like drive a nice van. Better than that 12-year-old work thing you got. To the front, it's got Xenons, which is the all-important thing. They are genuine as well. They're not our reproduction ones, which you can buy online for tmgvans.shop. If you do like anything that you've seen in this video and you want to do it to your own caddy, then please do get in touch with us. If you just Google trademotorgroup.co.uk, you will come across what we do. If you just want to buy parts and accessories, you can get them on tmgvans.shop, and TMG Competitions is all in my bio below. So if you click video description, that's got the links and you can see more on this. If you do want me to do more videos on this, on the 101, then please do let me know. Look how the blue matches the strip in it.
This is a nice shot, this.
Is it?
Got to come here and have a look. This looks sick there.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you think what your opinions are on the 101.